surrounding the no, let me show you guys. Let me show you guys what I found because it's very eye-opening to how like yeah, it's very eye-opening. So I want you guys to watch this and uh I want your opinion. Or else are they gonna get models? Yeah, but just watch it because I was like shocked to say the least. And
Or don't.
who
That's fine
knows?
too.
It might sway your opinion.
Or walk. Okay.
I'd have seen this mod around the place. It's been a little bit viral as of late. You've probably seen all the news articles talking about it, saying how it's changing the landscape of Starfield and how it's like a whole new game, and you've seen all the YouTube videos covering it. I've been wanting to play this mod for a while. I wanted to play it sometime after Christmas, and then everybody started playing it, and now I feel like I'm just picking up the scraps and pieces, but whatever. I'm making this video today because I want to play it. I want to see how it is. You may have seen it yourself, you might not have. Let's play Starfield again. Won't that be fun? So, is Star Wars Genesis the huge Starfield overhaul we've all been hoping for, or is it a nice little reskin that'll keep you entertained for your next little playthrough? That's mostly what I'm here to ask. So personally, I played the mod for a good couple of hours. I'm going to give some of my thoughts in the introduction, and then we're going to dive into the mod proper, and I'm going to show you around so you can see what it's like and make that decision for yourself. Does that sound nice? It better. Otherwise, what am I doing here? I'm talking alone. Like I always do. So going into this, if you're a Star Wars nerd, you're going to love and appreciate the work and minute little details gone into this mod. Genuinely, it is severely impressive. But if you're a Star Wars nerd who was hoping not to get a Starfield experience with this mod and was hoping for a whole new game, I'm just here to temper your expectations a little bit, because I feel like a lot of the dialogue around this mod has been very positive, but if you're going into this expecting an entirely new game or different experience just because it's Star Wars skinned, you might come out of it a little disappointed, and I want people to be going into this mod with their expectations tempered, which means you can actually enjoy it for what it is instead of listening to all the articles calling it a completely new game and how it like completely changes Starfield, because sadly I don't think that's the case here, and that's mostly—
Wait, hold on. Actually, was it? I think it was a different video. No, I think does he have another channel? I forgot. Hold on, Mickey D. Because I remember he made a video about the creator or something. Does he have another channel or Mickey D Starfield? Yeah, basically that's what I've seen. I remember watching it. I'm pretty sure it's it.
mostly what I'm here to tell you today, but I think this mod still has a ton of potential in the future, and the amount of work gone into it currently is really impressive. Also, just as a small aside, these are the kind of things I need to talk about in this day and age on this YouTube channel. Isn't this fun? This mod is full of AI voice acting, like full of it.
Whoop, what the Google? Hello? Are you it just fucking okay.
There's AI all over the place, so bear that in mind. Listen, I'm not going to get into a whole conversation about it. People likely have their opinions on it. Personally, I think this is just something we're not going to be able to avoid for the time being, and the AI usage in this mod is pretty prevalent. A lot of the voice lines in the original Starfield are changed around to suit more of a Star Wars type language. Like any mention of the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective are going to be replaced with, you know, Imperials and the Rebels and the Empire and everything else, so that's mostly what a lot of the AI voice acting is doing. I don't think I even ever came across any natural, like, voice acting like from a voice actor. I think it's just predominantly all AI, which is it's just what it is these days, huh? Isn't that fun? But anyway, we'll get into it. You'll see what the quality of this AI voice acting is like, but that is just something I have to get out of the way because that's just how it is in this day and age, isn't it epic? So while I think this is an impressive Star Wars overhaul, this is still Bethesda's janky creation engine with some Star Wars effects and AI voices, so that's why I'm saying to temper your expectations a bit, because it's great for the Starfield modding community and I'm absolutely delighted to see a huge Starfield mod like this actually get some attention, but again, expectations and all that. As I mentioned, dialogue is changed a bit to suit the Star Wars canon in the world. Rumors and passive dialogue from NPCs are also altered to fit the world, but for now many are just subtitle changes and aren't all fully converted with AI voices just yet. Kids now will want to grow up to be just like Boba Fett instead of the Mantis. Does anyone remember the Starfield Mantis? Oh, you all remember him. What a foe. Now, a lot of the weapon models in this mod are so high quality, they remind me of the insane detail you would see in the weapons in Star Wars Battlefront 2. The EA one, not the old pandemic one. But the EA Battlefront had some pretty impressive weapons and visuals. I've got to say, it was a beautiful game no matter what you might think of EA's Battlefront franchise. The game looked spectacular, and Star Wars Genesis had some of the most highly detailed Star Wars weapon models I've seen since Battlefront 2. It's that impressive. You know Battlefront 2, that game that gave you a huge sense of pride and accomplishment for buying Darth Vader. Weapons also have some very authentic Star Wars noises to them, but they don't have reload animations to them. This isn't like a Mass Effect 1 affair where your weapons recharge on their own. It's like Mass Effect 2 with your weapon clips. And because of that, look, I remember most of the guns in Star Wars needing to like not overheat. So that's why these guns probably don't have really detailed reloading animations, because they're not typically supposed to be reloaded, but they're still adhering to Starfield systems. So just be aware of that. The reload animations are going to be jank. I have no idea if they're going to change them or...
Hold on, I think God, I remember a video. Hold on, guys. Let me just also, hello Pi, welcome in. Hold on, let me just do something real fast. It's like I remember watching another video. I don't know if it's the same video, but it should be. Hold on, Mickey D. Because I remember he reacted to like. Hold on. He reacted to a dude or something about it. Does this say? No, that's like 2 hours. I want to say it's it. I really want to. Okay, all right. I guess that's it.
or adapted, but you're not getting proper clips in magazines, at least for the moment. Even though I do remember in Star Wars Republic Commando, you did have clips in magazines and everything for your weapons.
Maybe he
I'm just bringing
deleted
up
it.
Star Wars Republic Commando because I think that's a fire game. Absolutely fire. So as I went into a little bit, this is overall just a big Star Wars skin for Starfield. When you're coming into planets, you're still going to be scanned for contraband like the original Starfield.
I mean, yeah, you know, if you like Star Wars, yeah, go for it.
You're landing on cool Star Wars planets like Geonosis, except when you land on it, it's just Sidonia. On Mars from Starfield, just with stormtroopers walking around, you'll see posters and stuff with propaganda, and you'll see vending machines with the Dex the Cantina fella, who I only really remember from Lego Star Wars. Oh, I'm such a poser. But you're still walking around Mars from Starfield. It doesn't really feel like Geonosis. However, Coruscant in this mod is essentially New Atlantis from the original Starfield, and it actually does feel like a proper huge overhaul to New Atlantis. It is severely impressive. Look at Coruscant here. It is astoundingly beautiful. There's so much detail put into this. There's a little too much detail put into it for Bethesda's creation engine because it can lag your game quite a bit. This is one of the only areas of the game where I ever experienced a large amount of lag. It's still a factor, but it is quite beautiful. Also, one little detail I liked is that Aquila, you know, that cool sci-fi cowboy town, one of the most unique towns in Starfield, honestly, if we're talking about it. I wish the game had more unique cities like that, but sadly it wasn't much of the case. Aquila is now Dantooine, and you'll find the Rebel faction, which is just the Freestar Rangers here, which I thought was quite fitting. It looks very lush, it looks very tropical, it looks very nice, but then you walk in, you're still gonna get the bank job in Aquila City like you do the original Starfield. And it's only when I'm saying this I realize I know quite a bit about Starfield, and the big reason for that is like, look, I have 220 hours in this game. I'm not going to lie. I'm a Bethesda channel. I like to actually know about the Bethesda games I'm playing. People might doubt and judge Starfield's quality, but I feel like if I want to judge the game fairly, it's good to actually play the game for a decent amount of time and know what I'm getting into, so that's why I know a bit about Starfield. You can make fun of me now. The funny thing about this too is that difficulty has been balanced to be a lot more extreme. Starfield was generally a walk in the park with its standard difficulties. They did add difficulty modifiers, but generally the game was kind of piss easy, let's be honest. Star Wars Genesis actually overhauls the difficulty to make it much more difficult. Like, if you're a level 1 fighting elite bounty hunters, you're not going to stand much of a chance. You're going to be gunned down very quickly, and I do like this change overall. Now, if you go to the Star Wars Genesis mod page, you can see modifiers for your difficulty. You can change the console commands around. You can give yourself more health to kind of adapt your difficulty that way. If you do it in game, it's going to cause problems, but you know. I would recommend actually playing this with the difficulty that's intended, because you are going to get more powerful as the game goes on. You're going to get more health, better weapons, better equipment. It's a pretty fun little progression system in this game. In this mod, I should say. Also, when you're exploring most of the planets, you'll see that most of the points of interest have been changed, so instead of robotics and science outpost, it's droid and cloning facilities. But you're not going to see anything cool like Camino, at least not yet. They could add that in the future, and I hope they do. I'd come back to play it if they do. These areas aren't majorly overhauled either, so if you're used to Starfield's dungeons, this is pretty much just the exact same. Items and apparel though have gotten a pretty big overhaul, so that's really sick, and you'll see that spread throughout all of the mod. It's really cool. Now, while I've been saying that this is mostly a skin for Starfield, they have added a bit of custom content to this mod, and I think this is where the mod really shines, and I hope they add more of this content in the future, because what they've done with Mos Eisley is incredibly impressive. When you're in Mos Eisley, it does not feel like Starfield. This is like the one point of the mod where it is so strong, and it gets all of my praise. It is beautiful, it is stunning, and it actually makes sense to have desert all around the town because of Starfield's procedural generation, but it fits for Mos Eisley because it's desert, you know what I mean? Tatooine. It's a custom-made planet. I didn't encounter too many quests when I was walking around, but we'll explore it more when we get into the video. I do want to give Des a bit of a showcase, because when the mod is creating custom planets and locations, it is seriously its biggest strength, and I hope this is what they hone in on in the future for future updates, because you could miss me with
I should play I know it's like mixed, but I should go back and play Starfield or Star Wars Outlaws, because like I feel like that game got shit on way too much. I don't know, I'm enjoying it. I never finished it though, so I should go back to it.
Making Starfield's original quests and factions just like Star
XCOM
Wars
style Starfield.
changed,
Yeah,
you know?
I am kind of excited for that. It does seem fun. I loved XCOM 2. I may do a XCOM 2 playthrough at some point. Who knows?
Overhaul, it's just like changing some of the costumes and adapting some of the dialogue, at least from what I've played on my impression. It's the custom content I think is really going to make this mod shine. So before we get properly into the game to show you around, obviously it's quite an impressive overhaul, but I don't think it's going to sway your opinion too much on Starfield if the original game didn't convince you.
UFO
The mod has a lot
defense?
going
Oh
for
my
it, but I
God.
don't think it's quite worth buying Starfield for alone. It could get there after a few more substantial updates, but for the moment, it's a little hard to shake the feeling that this is still Starfield with mostly a Star Wars skin. Doesn't mean what's here still can't be enjoyed and appreciated, just that your expectations should be tempered, like I said. I'm not like all the news articles and other creators telling you that this mod is like a whole new game and worthy for a standalone Star Wars experience. It's impressive, but it's not quite there yet. It's still a Bethesda Gen creation engine game, but I waffled on for quite a bit. I hope you enjoyed this little introduction. It's mostly been going over the mods. I'll show you a bit of the mod now. We'll go in, we'll have some fun, we'll play a bit of Starfield, Star Wars Genesis Field, Starfield Wars, and yeah, I'll see you in the mod, folks. I'm actually kind of excited to show you around. So let's get into it. The potion. Anyway, here's the. That's not
Where-
entirely true. I don't know. Play Starfield if you want to figure that out. Or don't.
Hold on.
5 health for 30 minutes. Big last pistol, my god, I should be.
Yeah, this wasn't
very
the
range.
video.
Yeah, it's neon. When you think about Taris's bombard,
Yeah, this wasn't the video. There was a video that he basically was like, I don't know if they like settled it or what, but like he basically he outed all of the content. Hold on, let me see if I can find it, because like it was like really eye-opening of what the mod actually is, but I can't really find it. Hold on, watch history. Is it gone? I think it's gone. I think he deleted it. I'm not insane. I watched it. It was really eye-opening. It's just a bunch of... I mean, 1 month ago does not seem... Yeah, I'm feeling that way right now, Snoop. I'm not tweaking. I swear I'm not. Legit, I watched a video that was super insightful by him. And it's gone. Schizophrenia, voices inside his head. Guys, I'm not kidding you. There's a video that he was talking about just all the things wrong with the mod and just how the creator was kind of egotistical and stuff. So it was like it really convinced. It was a really smart argument too. Like I wonder, God man, I wish I could find it. Fuck. Hold on, Mickey D, second channel. Okay, I think it was this one. No, it's not. Fuck, dude. I'm not going insane, I swear. I swear there's a video. There's a video. Fuck, dude. Yeah, I think it's gone. Damn it. Fuck. Oh man, I was actually like super excited to show you guys. Because like, I don't know, it really convinced me that at face value, yes, it seemed good, but like looking into the video, he did some really good work about what the mod actually did and their creator and everything. So, damn it, dude. I'm very upset. I think he took down his video. Man. Yeah, I can't find it. Oh well, it's gone. Gone forever, I guess.